That's the only thing that I could make sense. We didn't see it, but if that's the call, that's the only way it could have been.
It stops the clock at 1:59. As the ball goes over his head and back in the end zone, slips. Touchdown, London. Oh my goodness. Jake Holloway having a hard time, the ball going over his head, having a hard time picking it up, and now touchdown, London. Oh my goodness.
Shades of what happened last time. No chance for Jake Holloway. This ball just sailed over his head. Just fall on it. Once it gets into the end zone, fall on it. And unfortunately, he does not. So we compound one error with another error, resulting in a touchdown. And oh my goodness, they still have 2 timeouts remaining and 1:49 on the clock. And this could be a 7-point game if this convert is indeed made. And what a monumental mistake and a turn of events in favor of the visiting Beefeaters.
Extra point is through, so 2 points turn into 7, and it's the special teams that get on the board first for the London Beefeaters.
Yeah, well, that was a gift. That wasn't so much the special teams as it was just a gaff. It's Matt O'Neill who's the long center, and that ball sailed right over Jake Holloway's head. And Jake Holloway, who it looked like from a patient standpoint was hoping the ball would get into the end zone, because he wants to make sure, and he could have picked it up sooner and then ran to the back of the end zone. I would have liked to see him pick it up as soon as possible and use his athleticism to run in the back of the end zone and kill 8, 9, 10, 12 seconds until they get him. But unfortunately, he was a little lackadaisical on the ball, and now you have a situation where the Beefeaters, I don't think, even need to try an onside kick here. They got 2 timeouts left, and they can force the Fratmen into another punting situation.
The Fratmen are definitely preparing for that, though. Tristan Rutherford, the lone receiver in the back, they're putting all their men up on the line.
I'll be honest, I don't know if I would onside kick here. I think I would send it deep. Your defense hasn't been playing terrible. The Fratmen only have 1 offensive touchdown today. And now just the grind out clock of run, punt. Obviously didn't work out the last set.
Nathaniel Norton lone to the left here for the Fratmen on the bottom of your screen. We'll see which way they kick this, if they do indeed onside kick it. Huge play here with title implications on the line. And they just drive it deep. Taken by Rutherford. Goes up the right side, lands at about the 33-yard line. So
we have a flag, Brian, and the early indication from the head referee at midfield is it's an offside on the kicking team. So I would suspect it's going to be declined.
Offside. Number 42, London. That penalty is declined. First down, St. Clair.
Okay, now it's going to be, frankly, the game is now squarely going to be in the hands of your offensive all-stars. You've got 2 offensive all-stars on the offensive line. You have the all-star quarterback, all-star running back, and you have 2 all-star receivers. 5 of the 12 on the field right now. And Dante Lewis is, quite frankly, an all-star as a special teamer on the field right now. So 6 guys are all-stars. Those 6 guys, somebody has to make that critical play to give them the first down they need to win this game.
2 receivers on either side for Beal. And gives it to Savoni, pushes through the line. It's going to be a gain of about 5. And does London use one of their first timeouts?
I don't think so. I think they'll wait to second downing to force a punting situation. Because if the Fratmen do convert this one, then they can at least reset them on the next one. So you see the push here from the offensive line. Savoni gets through the line of scrimmage without being touched initially. So he picks up those 5 yards there. These 20 seconds aren't as important as it is if you can stop them on this down. So if you can get them stopped here, take your time out and force a punt.
Same set here, but it looks like they drew the Fratmen offside. Number 68 there, Cameron Embry.
Illegal procedure. Number 68, St. Clair. 5-yard penalty. Replay second down.
And you do any kind of delayed snap count trying to bleed the clock out. their momentum rolls forward. Most offensive linemen are a little top-heavy, and that's exactly what happened, and that's going to put them back in that 2nd and 10. And the clock will stop now because of the penalty, so they don't have to worry about bleeding it. And maybe the Fratmen have to throw to get this, and if you don't complete it, the clock's going to stop, and you still got 2 timeouts if you're the Beefeaters.
Big decision here for Coach LaChance to try to put away the Beefeaters or at least push the ball upfield. We'll see what they do. Split receivers, 2 in the backfield. They go to the pass. Beal throws, looks deep, and just out of reach. Intended receiver there was Jason Nuzzum. And that's going to bring up 3rd down. The Fratmen going to have to punt with 1:17 remaining.
Yeah, clock stopped. 2 timeouts left for the visitors. And they went for it. They went for the home run play. They went for the deep pass. Dante Lewis was open. It's just outside his reach as he was diving for the ball. And that's going to come down to a last drive, if you will. Wow, what a turn of events in the last couple minutes of this game.
Keep the snap low here, they're saying on the sidelines. Devin Smith and Drew Lawrence back again. It's going to be Lawrence picking up the ball at the 42. He's got open field on the right side. He's going to be digging towards the sideline, makes a cut. And ball be down at about the 52-yard line on the Fratman side with 1:06 remaining. This could be the game.
Yeah, and it looks like it's number 92 who made that big hit initially. But I'll tell you right now, I saw a peel-back block there that was missed. You'll see here on the replay, at the bottom of our screen here, you'll see one of the Beefeater players work back towards the ball carrier and absolutely blast somebody. You cannot work back towards your own end zone and lay somebody out, and it should be coming in the bottom of our screen right here, right there. That should have been called. That's a peel-back blindside block.
McCallum, nobody in the backfield. Those to his right, caught. 1st down. Devin Smith on the catch. That's going to move the sticks. And stop the clock with 1:01.
We'll see on the replay. Just a little inside out. They ran somebody vertical and they get somebody on the coming out, and they were able to complete that, get out of bounds, get the 1st down, and now they are definitely within scoring zone.
Ball spotted at the 41-yard line. Trips on either side. McCallum throws up the middle. Wide open cut. Beefeaters touchdown. Spencer Foster. Nobody near him. And they're an extra point away from tying this game.
Wow. All I can say is wow right now. All I can say is wow. The protection is there. Quarterback was able to read the defense. He was able to move the safety over. And next thing you know, you got Spencer Foster up the seam there. And now the all-important extra point to see if you can actually make this a tie game.
Matthew Stackhouse with the biggest extra point of his career right here. Fans chanting, block that kick. Not sure what the issue is here as the Beefeaters line.
Timeout.
Yeah, the Beef had to call a timeout because they did not have the right personnel on the field where they wanted it. So they have to make sure, because obviously you got to convert this to tie the game. It didn't look like the Beefeaters actually even considered going for 2 here. I think the decision was made. We score, we're going to try to tie the game. But then they do have quite a bit of the momentum right now.
Set is up and good. So a 14-point lead erased with 54 seconds left. We are all done it up here in this OFC championship game.
Yeah.
What a wild turn of events here at Acumen Stadium.
No question. It is just an absolute surprise. And the sideline must be a little shocked. And now it's going to see, hey, Can you respond? Can you get your balance back? Hey, there's 54 seconds left. You still have time. You have the athletes. You might be able to find something here. We've seen crazier things. A couple earlier in the season, we saw a play with under a minute left with the Fratmen, resulting in the victory in their 29-22 win. Much in this fashion, the Fratmen were up 2 touchdowns, and the Beef stormed right back. So now we have to see if the Fratmen offense can respond and kill some of this momentum and possibly get in the scoring zone for a potential punt, single, field goal, or maybe major with 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
High drama here at St. Clair College. Kick going down, Marcus Cooper picking up at the sideline. Looks for a block. Keeps trying to go to the side, and he fumbles it, and it's landed on by London! Are you kidding me? The London Beefeaters, down 2 touchdowns with minutes remaining, now have the ball in the red zone with 45 seconds left.
Well,
what were the Vegas odds a little while ago in this video?
I don't know.
My goodness.
If there were live odds with just around 2 minutes left in the game and the Fratmen up 14-0 here. And, I mean, Marcus Cooper trying to make something special happen here. Like, I don't know, maybe let this ball bounce out of bounds. You'll get it at the 40-yard line. But instead, he tries to get a big play out of it. And unfortunately for him, this ball is absolutely popped out on contact. And it looked like it was maybe even number 8 who forced that.
They go Wildcat, direct snap. And Devin Smith charges ahead. He's going to get enough for the first down. It'll be 1st and goal at the 8. Beefeaters with 39 seconds and a timeout still in their pocket.
Yeah, but I see a flag on the field, and I'm not sure if...
We've down Fratmen as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it fell out of the referee's hand because I saw him pick it right back up again. So they're going to have this discussion here, and we'll see if there was indeed. Because one came down, but then he picked it up, so I'm not sure if it just fell out of his mitts or there was an actual foul on the play here.
That's Brandon Boney coming off the field for the Fratmen. Doesn't look like there's any calls. The referee holding onto the ball on the 8.
Yeah, so maybe I missaw, but I did think I saw something in there, and it could have just easily just slipped out of his pocket. But either way, they are set up deep in the Fratmen territory here, and they can bleed this clock down and kick the single, punt single, whatever it is.
Under 30 seconds left. Right back to Smith and the Wildcat. Pushes forward, goes down to about the 4. That'll bring up 2nd down. Clock stopping at 19 seconds. They had the timeout in their pocket. They can hold on here possibly for a field goal, Badi.
Well, honestly, I think I'm going to bleed this clock all the way down to 1 second, and I think I want to take the timeout, and I want to kick with the last second on the clock. I don't know if I want another exchange here with the quarterback.
McCallum will get the ball, but we have whistles.
Yeah, it looked like there's a timeout from the sideline.
So London using their last timeout with 2 seconds left.
Yeah, because that was very puzzling. It looked like McCallum just took the snap there like they were going to run a play. If they ran the play and didn't get the point, then you got a tie game. I just was completely baffled by how they lined up. Like, it's different if he was under center and he wanted to take a quick knee and then call the timeout. But no, they lined up and the sideline called the timeout. So here we go. The conference final on the line, 2 seconds, which will amount to the last play of the game. And, I mean, if you're the Beefeaters, there's only one thing you can't have happen if this kick goes up. It cannot hit the upright and fall back into the field of play. It's got to be a clean exchange.
We'll see who takes the kick here for London.
It's an extra point. That is where you line up for the extra point, so you're mounting it. Oh, they're lining up for a punt. They're trying to punt this through the end zone here. They're not even going for the extra point.
It is punt formation as Leo Centeno takes it, punts it through the uprights, out of bounds, and the London Beefeaters come back from 14-0 down with minutes remaining and are your 2021 OFC champions, and we're off to the Canadian Bowl.
Wow, what an absolute
collapse.
Yeah, what an absolute finish. What a finish.